Hey lovies, this is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm, and today we're going to talk about having breaks. Now, I know we've already discussed some aspects of self-care and how it's very important, but it's also important that we focus on the people who matter to us most, right? And that includes our family, our friendships, and other loved ones. Now, for me, this is a daunting task because I like to be productive. I like to always be doing something that's applied to my business and something that I know will make me money. Always investing in myself, figuring out ways that I can educate myself, whether it be listening to an audiobook, reading an ebook, reading a physical book, taking a course. No matter what, I'm always diving head first and trying to figure out what can I do to make myself better, right? And so with that being said, sometimes we don't want to take breaks, especially when we're doing something particularly exciting. And it just feels like, gosh, well, now that I've learned this new skill, I want to spend all of my time practicing it. And so it's very real for me right now. Like right now, I am just discovering Canva, and they have tons and tons of templates, and I absolutely love them. And I actually just upgraded to a pro account, which is extremely helpful. It's helping me make backgrounds for Facebook. It's helped me sort of revamp my website for my skincare line. And I'm actually having someone build my website for Level Up Consulting Firm, which should be complete by April 30th, fingers crossed. And even when I get ready to sort of revamp that website, now I can do it myself because I have some design skill, right? And it also helps me with my marketing materials, etc. Because another one of the things that I'm having done right now is a Facebook makeover. And I also paid for that service. So it's like now I won't have to invest my money into that. I can invest my money into new programs and systems that would help me do my own marketing and enhance my skills as a graphic designer. So, with that being said, that's something new. I really wanted to dive into it, but this particular weekend is one of my little sister's birthday. She just turned 18, and I'm really, really excited, and I'm happy to be able to spend time with my family. And so even when I was debating yesterday, I really wanted to come Thursday, but I knew I had a few prior engagements, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was good as far as the orders go, and that I sent everything to everyone before I actually left town, and I was able to do that. So I handled what I needed to handle this morning, got the last few of the packages shipped. I was able to pack and have some breakfast and all of that good stuff before I headed out of town to see my loved ones. And one of the things I just recently heard from Jim Rohn was that when it's time to work, it's time to work. And when it's time to enjoy family, it's time to enjoy family, right? And he gave this situation where he's like, well, I take my family to the beach because I'm like, they deserve to go to the beach. And while I'm at the beach, I have my laptop or I have my iPad and I'm working. And then when I get back to work, I'm like, wow, I wish I was at the beach. So he's like, at the beach, I'm thinking about work. At work, I'm thinking about the beach because I didn't enjoy myself, right? And so I've had to sort of train myself to be submerged in fun when I have the opportunity to. Enjoy the time with your friends, enjoy the time with your family, and just go all out. And he argues that it actually does help you when you get back to put your best foot forward. And I completely agree. Also, you need some time to unwind. Like, I know we talk a lot about entrepreneurship and family balance, but outside of that, we are humans. We're emotional creatures. We go through things, right? And I know right now is a particularly stressful time in my life where I'm dealing with a few things behind the scenes that not a lot of people know about. And so with that level of stress, I have to have an outlet that's very healthy for me. And spending time with people who I know love and care about me is one of those things that really helps me continue to keep going. So it's an injustice to yourself for you not to focus on fun when you have it right in front of your face. Enjoy your family, enjoy the food. I know the other day I was having a really good meal that I prepared, and I told myself before I left the kitchen, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave my phone in here because I've been doing a lot of my work at my table. And so I left the phone at the table. I went into my room and I ate my food in my room. And before I took a bite, I wanted to take a picture of my food to send it to my sister. And I'm like, now, am I going to get up from my meal and take a picture of this food to send to her? Or am I going to go ahead and sit down and enjoy, right? And I had a decision to make. And I decided that it would be best for me to go ahead and enjoy my food. You know, I love sharing recipes with my family. I love sharing what I ate. That's actually something that we do quite often in our group chat, is exchange recipes and exchange pictures of food. But in that very moment, I needed to relax. I needed to take myself away from what I was doing in that moment and just enjoy my lunch, right? And then after lunch, once I got settled and I was able to let my food digest, then I could hop back into work, and I was pushing myself. Another thing I've been doing, if I get tired in the middle of the day, because I do occasionally wake up kind of early, I will take a brief intermission to really think, like, am I really sleepy? Or am I avoiding something, right? Because sometimes we will do that to avoid things. And I'll push myself. Maybe I need to go somewhere else. Should I work at my desk? Should I go in the dining room and work at my table? Should I go outside and sit at the bench and work out there? Whatever it takes. Sometimes we just need a change of scenario, but I really try not to take naps in the middle of the day. Now, on those occasions where I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm definitely going to be taking a nap at some point, whether it be around 12 or 1 o'clock. That's typically where it is, between 12 and 2. But I think that it's essential for us to get the rest that we need, but also we just have to be mindful. Like, if I woke up at 7 or 8 a.m., I can push through this and then get a more restful sleep when I decide to lay down this evening. So those are some things I want you all to keep in mind. And definitely do what's best for you, right? Figure out what methods of self-care you need to practice. If you know that your family has an engagement coming up that falls on a date that you already have something planned, that's one thing. But let's say you have a family vacation, right? When you're out on that family vacation, give them your undivided attention. Because when you're working, you give that your undivided attention, right? Even if I'm working on my laptop, if you see me scrolling at all on social media, it's because I'm collecting ideas, or I'm about to post something, or, you know, I'm editing something in my bio, whatever the case may be, figuring out what kind of hashtags I want to use. Like, I'm submerged in work. So when I'm with my family, I'm submerged in my family, and I'm thinking about enjoying the time together, and I'm basking in the moment, and I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable around them and to get what I need from them, and them get what they need from me. And that's when your true personality and, you know, your true love can come out. But when you're constantly, oh, let me check my phone, let me submit this, let me check on that, you're not giving them your undivided attention, and they notice. All right. And that was actually really funny, because the video was actually interrupted from a call from a family member, which is a priority. So instead of me ignoring that and hopping right back into the call, I took my time to deal with a family matter. So, and family does matter. I know that the world is changing a lot. Some people are drifting away from family values, and they are valuing friendships more than they do their family. But I am a very traditional type of person, so my family means more to me than anything, right? And so really be mindful of that. Like, be there when they need you. Most people, when it comes to their job, they will drop everything, drop the kids off, say goodbye to their husband, you know, oh, honey, I know we were supposed to go out tonight, but I'm staying late at the office. And it's like, are you kidding me? Priorities. And when you don't prioritize yourself and allow yourself to spend time with your family in those moments where you need to be with your family, they're not as lenient. If every single time they ask you to stay after, you say yes, and then one time you're like, oh, my son has a game. Okay, well, we're not worried about that game. Come into work, or you don't have a job. And that's happened to a lot of people, right? But if you go ahead and mark yourself and make a name for yourself as someone who values family, then that would make it better for you. So I was having some more calls coming at this very moment. So there is no more video for the remainder of this, but I did want to say thank you to you all, whoever's listening to this video. I really appreciate you for tuning in to Level Up Consulting Firm's YouTube channel, and I hope that you receive something good out of this message. So with that being said, my information as usual is in the description box, and please reach out to me via email if you need anything at all. Peace and love. Also, the website will be up by April 30th. Yay! Bye.